Can you guys hear anything now? Do we have sound now? Oh, we have sound. Yeah. Sorry about that. Can you guys hear me? Sweet. Aloha. How's everybody doing? Cool. Yeah, obviously I've never done a live before. This is my first one. So, hi, Wyoming. Uh I sure wish I was in Wyoming right now. How's the weather out there? I'll bet it's amazing. Heck yeah, I'm glad you were able to make it. Oh, Washington State. Hi. Yeah, I wish I was there too. It's kind of hot today, guys. I mean, not like turn the air conditioner on or anything, but I'm at my I don't know if you can see. Yeah, I'm at my normal like spot where I stay that I don't enjoy that much, surrounded by rigs. There's a couple generators going on right next to me. I am aware that some of the people that think I say dude too much are not dudes. So one of the subscribers that I have, I don't know if you guys have seen in the comments, but he does a dude counter. And in the last video that I just put out yesterday, I think there was only one dude, just one. And it wasn't even like part of the video. It was like a B-roll clip. So I'm trying to get better. I'm sorry. I just say dude all the time. Yeah, it's my first one, Christy. So bear with me. Little nervous. I might have to. Hi, Illinois, Wisconsin. Wow. It's cool to know where like a lot of you guys are actually from. Because obviously I know all of you, but I read your comments. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for watching. It means a lot. It's been super fun to make these videos. Yeah, I'm not gonna stop saying dude like altogether, but I mean every other word sometimes is a little excessive. There's sometimes when I'm editing and I'm like, wow, that was quite a rant of dudes there. Hi, Mary. Thank you so much for your comment the other day. That meant a lot. Sometimes, sometimes like when you're in a situation like that, you don't really realize like, all the stuff that you kind of might contribute. And I really loved that comment. So thank you so much. I love the dude count. I think it's hilarious. Hey, dude. So yeah, wow. This is way more people than I thought, considering the short notice that we would have. Cool. If this works out, if this live stream thing works out, I'll do them like once every couple weeks for sure. I've always kind of been intimidated because I can't like edit my mess ups and all that stuff or all the dudes out, but yeah, my camper is pretty messed up, guys. Like really bad. So both the tie downs on one side, the side opposite from me, are pretty much like completely ripped out. I have metal plates that I put underneath them. And so I think that she will last for like a month or so. There's not really any way to to put a Band-Aid on it in the meantime. I've kind of looked at all the other options. So, yeah, actually, I'm kind of getting to that. How long am I going to be in Utah? So, because of this, and then there's also some more damage that I have a video coming out that I'm editing right now. But the camper, not only did like the tie downs like rip basically, but then because I was going up such a steep hill, the camper like slid way back, and there's these like metal frames underneath, and one of the metal frames now is like wedged between the end of the truck bed and like basically my step. And the only way to fix that is to lift up the camper. And to lift up the camper, I need like super level ground and a compressor because I have to air the tires down. And then after that, I'm afraid because it ripped where the two mounts are for the legs, that if I lift it up, it could just completely collapse, which would be fine as far as like safety and stuff goes, because it'll just fall right back into the truck. But yeah, that's where we're at. It's a bit of work. It's not like too much work that I don't think that I can handle. I've looked up how to do it. It is a huge pain and it's super tedious, and it's got to be like, it would be like my AAA game, dude. As far as like cutting and measuring and taking out the rotted wood and whatever. But yeah, so that all being said, I can't do this in Utah. There's just no way. I don't have anywhere to go where I can do that. I have to take the water tank out to even do that, which means I'd have to like empty the whole thing, and that's 8 gallons. BLM will ticket you for that. I don't have all the tools. Like I don't have like, would need multiple saws, stuff like that. So, and then Cold Spring, Texas. Hi. Thank you for the prayers. So that's the issue with the camper, is like it can't be done here. The other issue though is like the job. So like my flights, I was scheduled flights today through Monday, and 2 of them are already canceled. Like the flight tomorrow is canceled, the flight the day after tomorrow is canceled. He said he might be able to get me on the rope swing, but I was supposed to get that call a couple hours ago. I didn't get a call. And so the job's not really working out either. I'm sure it's going to get busier, but I have so what I'm going to probably do is stick around here for like 2 or 3 weeks, and then and try to stack up money as much as I can. And then I'm going to try to book it probably back to Nebraska, where my parents live, and there's a driveway and there's a garage full of all the tools that I need, and then I can jimmy rig it. Could I use a wall and a jack to push it back together? No, not where like it would stick that way. I saw a comment even earlier today that made me do some thinking for sure. Someone said that I could like strap it from on the sides and like recenter it. And that's cool, but it's not going to change how far it is off of the truck bed. There's also a hole in the floor now from that. That was quite the hill. Definitely regret that. So, oh, you're in Yuma, Ezra? Cool. I'll bet it's super hot there. Hi. Thanks for coming along for the live stream. So, yeah, I'll probably be in Utah for like 2 weeks, maybe 3 more weeks. As far as the job goes, like my boss is super cool. There's a couple other people that live in vehicles that work for our balloon company. So I'm going to let him know what's up and see if he'll still have me like after, because this is like Guys, this is like 2, maybe 3 weeks of work. Like, I've built out 2 vans for sure, but I'm not like an expert, especially at like repairing dry rot and like cutting things super awkwardly and then like basically re, re uh rebuilding parts of dry rot. I don't know how to do that. So what's up, Jayzilla? So yeah, 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks in Utah. Then the plan's probably going to be to go to Nebraska and hopefully 2 or 3 weeks there. Obviously, I'm going to bring you guys along for whatever happens. But if any of you guys have any suggestions, that would be like I don't know if my channel is necessarily like a truck camper channel. I know I've got like a few people that live in truck campers that follow it, but like if any of you guys have any suggestions, dude, for your tie down eyelets and like that whole side just getting ripped out, that'd be super helpful. Anything would be welcome and appreciated. Oh, that's going to be such a beautiful change to go from Tennessee to Washington. It's cutting out. That's super weird. Yeah, let me know how this is going, guys, as far as like the quality and stuff. I've got Starlink on. I've got like super good signal. There was an issue with sound at the beginning, but I've got the microphone hooked up. I'm looking at, yeah, good to go on signal. I thought about using like a jack to push it up. And I also thought about asking, there's a couple people in town that have like a forklift. That still might be an option to lift the camper up just so I can like back it in enough to like just at least get it sitting there, but it's not going anywhere when I drive it. I just took it out to a sweet spot on a river just a couple days ago. I had a friend in town. It was their last day here, and yeah, we camped out right by the river. I filmed the whole thing. I made some awesome food, and then the next day we went on a back road to try to find some petroglyphs, and I took it super slow. But it made it. Nothing. It's not coming off the camper. It'll be good until I can get it somewhere to repair it. You know, I've watched Runaway Parents. I started watching their channel right when they started it, like when they were literally like rebuilding their camper. They had posted a lot in the truck camper groups and stuff like that. And I'll definitely watch their videos. Theirs was crazy. I hope that mine's not that bad. That would be insane. Oh, thank you so much. I'm so glad that you enjoyed the McRib. Thank you, She Roams and Reigns. I can't wait to start watching your YouTube channel. I've already checked out a couple of your shorts. Oh, dude. Are you getting that high top professionally done on your van? Or sounds like it. That'll be super nice. Thank you, Christy Hansen, for watching my channel. I'm glad that you're enjoying the videos. I'm going to try to keep making them better and better. I'm still learning here as I go. So I haven't had to turn the air conditioning on yet, like at all. Not one time. It is literally the day that I installed that air conditioning unit. I had to, like, I don't know if for those of you that watch the video, I had to then leave the park and drive out to this spot that I'm at right now. And it started storming and got super cold. And then it's been super like cold and kind of stormy ever since, really. Even just the other night down by the river, I had to drive through a crazy dust storm. I got that on film, and the wind blew and it was stormy all night. The weather out here in this area is insane. That's why there's been so many balloon flights canceled. It's not anyone's fault. It's just that like the storms won't stop. 2 days before that, I was up at that spot by the hill that I love to stay at, and there was no rain in the forecast whatsoever. So I just decided to hang out that morning and like edit the video that came out yesterday. And then an hour later, it started pouring and I got stuck up there for I mean, I had to stay there another day. I wasn't going to go down that hill again. So, um, yeah. But it's supposed to be like 93 on, I think Monday or Tuesday. And so that will give me a chance to turn the air conditioning on because I'm not doing 93 in this truck camper. But even right now, it's a little warm, but it's like probably 75. So I'll definitely keep you updated on how it works. I know I've gotten so many questions about that air conditioner, and it's so unfortunate that like as soon as I got it, I didn't need it at all. Oh, good. Good. Glad that the audio is coming back in. So the drone shipped out yesterday, supposedly. Sky Rover has been awesome. I mean, they're sending me another drone. They're actually gonna like feature me in like some sort of like a blog thing about like creators that use drones. I sent them a bunch of super cool footage from Valley of the Gods, that's like some of my favorite drone footage that I've ever shot. But yeah, part of their company process, I guess, is to like ship me a new drone. I had to download a bunch of stuff inside the memory of the old drone, and then they had to go through a process to figure out if it was like drone error or user error. And like I told them over and over and over, like dude, it was user error. I smacked it right into the back of a mountain. You don't need to do that. I need a drone. Like this is my favorite thing that I do for my YouTube channel. But yeah, it's taken a little while. So it shipped out yesterday, supposedly. Hopefully I get the tracking number like today. I don't know. Yeah, thank you again, dude, so much. And thank you for always commenting just such beautiful comments on every video. I really appreciate the support. Those comments make my day. I don't know if you guys know this. I suppose I bring it up every once in a while, like in my videos, but like up until like a week ago, I had not like hung out with like a single person in 3 months, like at all. Like, so it was pretty cool. I had a friend that was passing through town, and we went and explored as much as we could between when I had to work and whatnot. Like I said, we just were out by the river, and I have a super sweet video. Hopefully it's sweet. I'm still editing it, but that's coming out here pretty soon. But your comments, like you guys have been the people that I've hung out with for the last 3 months, and it's been great. It's been exactly what I needed. It means a lot to me. I have the greatest subscribers ever. I love our little community that we've built here because everybody gives me a hard time and like the funniest, like it's just super real, and I love it. I love the comments, and thank you guys so much. Yeah, the weather dependent jobs suck, dude. This is the most weather dependent job I've ever had, and it's been like a huge pain. But again, it's not anybody's fault. And the thing that sucks the most is like the job is so cool. Both of the jobs are so cool. But if it rains, we can't do rope swing because the roads are too washed out, and like the whole way to get to the rope swing is off-roading, like intense off-roading. And obviously if it rains or there's wind, there's no balloon. So it just kind of is the way she goes. It's been super unlucky, but it's also spring. I've heard that that's how spring kind of works in Utah. So next week is looking up, although that's what I heard 2 days ago, and we still have 2 canceled flights. So I don't know. Yeah, I've been following Timmy for a super long time, like off and on. I actually, it's kind of funny because Timmy, and then I don't know her name because I think it's Christian Schaefer. I've watched a couple of her videos. I don't know much about her, but I know that like Timmy and her came out here um to like do they came out here and hung out in Moab, and I watched all those episodes, and they did the rope swing. So when Timmy commented last night, I asked my boss this morning on the flight about that experience since like he used his company. Thank you so much for the diesel money. I really appreciate it. Thank you. And thank you as well for literally like all the beautiful comments on like almost every single video on my channel. It means a lot. I'm glad that you like the recipes. I have a crazy creative one that I just did. But I think you guys are gonna love it. It's so good, but it's like it's kind of way out there. A little outside of the box. I've been on that skillet kick, so I'll tell you guys that much. It is kind of a skillet. I'm gonna try something real quick and just tell me if the audio sucks. And if it does, I won't do this. Sometimes if I record this in like the videos and I have my fan on, it doesn't come through in the sound. But if it's too bad, like just let me know and I will fix it. Thank you, Steve, down by the river, dude. I really appreciate it. You guys, that helps so much. Obviously, you know, because I just told you the entire situation with my job right now. I really appreciate that. You know, dude, I was looking into a Philly cheesesteak skillet just today on my social medias, and I think that is one that I'm definitely going to try. I just have to go look and see what like the price of like that. Oh my gosh, thank you. She roams and reigns. Thank you so much. I have to go look at the price of like the sliced beef stuff. Cause I think, yeah, it looked like, I guess, I don't know. I got to look more into it. I'm not too familiar with like how to make the Philly cheesesteak. I've made it with like literally just a beef patty. I don't want to do that if I'm going to be making a Philly cheesesteak skillet, but that looked amazing, dude. And I'm definitely looking into that. I was looking into maybe like a sloppy Joe skillet, or like a sloppy Joe casserole type of thing, skillet / casserole. There's some good skillets coming, that's for sure. The one that's coming, it'll probably be Wednesday or next Sunday. I'm not sure, but it's super interesting, and I think that a lot of you guys will want to try it. Yeah, thanks for coming. Thanks for being here for my first live. Meat in a box? I've never heard of that, dude. I'll tell you what, actually, here. I'm going to take a picture of that so that I can look that up. Thank you for the suggestion. I'm always looking for new meats. I'm trying like a breakfast sausage type of dish later tonight. You know, Steve, I'll bring that up in just a second again, dude. I'll reiterate. I think we're like about double the amount of people that we had when I was talking about that. So I'll talk about it again. Tyler, dude, thank you for coming to my live stream, dude. And thank you. Thank you so much, man. That really means a lot. It's not as top 1% as your beard, my friend, especially the last picture I saw that you posted. I know. I know that you hate the beard. To each their own. I love it because I don't have to touch it. Like I have to do nothing, dude. Like maybe once a week I do something to this, like maybe trim the mustache, but I do nothing to it. And that's why I like it, because obviously I'm kind of a dirty person and I live in a truck camper. Although now I shower pretty much every day, which is pretty sweet. But like, yeah. Thank you, Mary. I mean, it's to each their own. It's you know, dude, I think that, so like I get the suggestions from people to do recipes all the time. And I think that if I was to do a recipe book, I guess we'll see how long this skillet thing goes on, that I'm pretty into. But like that would be a sweet recipe book if I were to do one of just unique skillets. This one that's coming out here pretty soon, I actually tested it for like 5 days, which I've never done on this channel. Pretty much every single meal that I make, unless I've like made it before in the past and it's like a recipe I've had in for years, but pretty much every recipe I do it kind of on the fly. But this next one coming out, I tested it and like crafted it. I put my heart and soul into it every night, like just change things up to make it perfect for the video. So I'm super stoked to show it to you guys. Thank you. Like I said, I love the beard because I don't have to do anything to it. I do realize that I look very homeless, especially with the jobs that I have now. It's like dirty, and then in Moab, it's like super sandy. My friend that I was hanging out with this last week pointed out to me that like my pants are filthy, and every pair. And the thing is like we went and did laundry. And so I pulled them out, and like still we're just filthy. And it just kind of made me realize that like, yeah, maybe I could trim some things up a little bit at some point, but like I don't care, dude, because I'm out in the middle of nowhere. Like I don't care. Oh, if you want to see what I look like without a beard, not exactly without a beard, but like crazy short beard, dude, like well trimmed, like chiseled, nice beard. If you want to see what I look like, watch the thumbnail is titled I Almost Quit. And I think like the title of the actual video is called like A Bad Day of Truck Camper Life. It only came out like a month and a half, 2 months ago. But yeah, the title is A Bad Day of Truck Camper Life. And the thumbnail shows me like sipping a whiskey, looking out at some beautiful scenery. And it says like I almost quit. And at the end of that video, I show a super old clip of when I was building my first van. And it was like like literally 3 days, I think, before like the whole COVID thing happened. And I was just playing guitar. I play guitar and sing a song in the van, but like my beard is, it's gone basically, dude. And I look completely different. So if you want to see what I look like without a beard, check out that video. And it's at the very end. So like, even if that video wasn't that entertaining, it was a really rough time. There was a lot of wind, dude. It was like horrible. But at the end of that video, yeah, you can see what I look like. You have off-grid land in Northern California? Oh my gosh, dude, that's amazing. I'm super jealous. That's probably perfect weather. Well, maybe not all year round, but definitely right now. Thank you. I even think that I look a little homeless. Yeah, for sure. I fit in with the river raft guides out here for sure. I fit in pretty well in Moab, dude. I look at pretty much just like everybody else that lives out here and does like a outdoor seasonal job. So every single dude out here has a beard. Every single dude. I guess except for like Jimmy, who I work with, he doesn't, but mustaches too. Absolutely adventures over material items. I've never made bacon cheeseburger soup, but I've always wanted to. You know, this winter there was just kind of like so much going on, and like obviously like we were moving around a lot, and I was only filming like once a week, and I had several soups that were on the agenda to make, and I didn't make them. So now we're just gonna have to wait till next winter. There was also several times I wanted to go up into the snow, and I didn't get a chance to. Definitely this winter is going to be a lot different, guys, than last winter for this channel. Yeah, you know, that's cool. 35 years in a weather-related job. Yeah, dude, I know that like some years are better than others, and I definitely know that like the busy season is coming. It just has to dry out. There's a dry season that Moab gets, and I think that's when we'll be super slammed. It might even affect the channel if I like don't have time to film or whatever. But like, um, the only reason that I'm going, all right. So somebody did ask. All right, a couple of you guys got in here a little late and asked, like, not late, dude. You're not late. I literally said between 5:30 and 6. I wasn't sure when I was going to make this. I had to figure out how to set this whole thing up. I've never done a live stream. But yeah, so I guess I'll just tell you guys again, like what's kind of going on with the camper situation. And this isn't like 100% set in stone, but this is what I'm thinking, and this is what I'm leaning towards right now. The camper is really messed up on both the tie down sides, on the side opposite from me, like really bad. One side, like you can like see the board like pulling out. So I have two metal plates under there that like are through bolted that I did myself, and they're like wedged between there. So it'll hold for like a little while. I have to be super careful about some of these future videos that I'm going to film. You're not going to see me speeding around much, but it'll work. The only way to fix it though is like to pull the water heater out. I have to pull all the wood rot out. I have to replace all of that wood. And to do that, it's not exactly square. It's going to be a lot of custom cutting, a lot of measuring, and like literally like just zigzag cut, maybe even possibly some welding that I could do. And then also the camper, I didn't talk about this in the video yesterday because I didn't realize until like the next day. But the camper, when I was on that steep hill, it was so steep, and then when I hit those bumps, not only did it like rock the camper and tear the tie down eyelets pretty much out, but it slid the camper super far back to where one of the metal beams that was holding it up is now slid off of the bed of the camper, and it put a huge hole in the floor, pretty much like kind of right under where I'm sitting here in the corner. And that's totally fixable. There's not wood rot or anything there that I've seen. It's like totally fine. Very easily fixable, but to fix that, I have to take the camper off of the truck. I have the legs with me. The only issue is like, to do that, I would have to like lift the camper, obviously, to recenter it in the truck, have it lifted so I can make that repair underneath, on the floor where the hole is. And I'm just not confident that, since I just tore out the legs on the other side, basically like where the legs mount, I'm not confident that the weight of the camper against those legs, I'm not confident it'll hold. I don't know if it will just go through, which would be okay. The camper, it's not going to be like unsafe. The camper would literally just fall back on the truck. But I would like to wait. So the plan is, I can't fix that stuff in like a field. I can't do that. I can't just repair this truck camper out on BLM land, especially like taking the water heater out. I mean, that's like 8 gallons of water I'd have to empty out in the middle of the desert. I'd probably get a huge ticket. I don't have all the saws and tools and stuff that I would need, and it's going to take at least a week, probably longer than that, to fix it. I'm not like an expert. So I'm going to go back to Nebraska and in a couple of weeks and fix it and just see if maybe my parents live there. There's a whole garage full of tools. So in like 2 or 3 weeks from now, I'm going to head over there and I'm going to tell my boss. Hopefully he's cool with it. Hopefully I can still come back to having a job, but if not, that's fine. If I have to lose the job but preserve my camper, the job's not really been working out anyway. So like, it's okay. I'm willing to do that. I've been wanting to go back to Nebraska anyway. I haven't really been back there in a year to hang out with my family other than for like a super short time. And there's also a couple people there that know a lot more than me. So it'd always be obviously super nice to have 2 eyes on something. Two sets of eyes, 2 eyes on something. So that's what's going on with the camper. Now let me go back to where I was here with the comments. Sorry, guys. Which brought me to that. So yeah, dude, like some years are better than others. Sometimes are better than others too. Like it can't be good all the time. Things are going to happen. It's okay. Like, when you live out the way that I do, you're always putting everything through just a ton of wear and tear. And so like, it's okay. It's going to be fine. I don't think that like the camper, normally anybody would probably replace their camper if this happened to them, but I'm not going to do that. I can't do that. I'm just going to fix it. And I think that I just can't do it here in the middle of like a field on BLM land in Utah. So yes, I haven't had time to like play a ton of guitar. That's the thing, is like I have like 2 jobs now, kind of. I guess now they keep getting canceled, but like with the filming 2 videos a week, which I've been doing for like the last, I don't know, 2 months, maybe 3 months, that's really helped grow the channel. But with the editing and the job, and then the odd hours of the job and like the editing and everything, I haven't really had a whole ton of time to sit down and like actually play guitar or do anything. So I will, the next time that I'm inspired to write something, I'll definitely share it with you guys. I love playing guitar. And I'm glad that you enjoyed that song. I do have another video where I play a song that like I wrote. It's an older video. It's like one of my favorite ones I ever made. The editing though, I'm not sure. That was so long ago when I was first learning everything, but I think it's called like I fled to the woods, or like truck camper life got intense, so I fled to the woods or something. I think it's got a picture of me like light with the fire pit. I think probably wearing this exact same shirt. And I play a song that I wrote in that one too. That came out probably last May. So if you want to check that out. No, I'm not going to make it to Overland Expo, unfortunately. Let me see. Oops. Come back. Okay. What's up, Ryan? Yes, I could fabricate some angle iron with a bottom plate and wrap the corners. That is actually the first thing that I thought of when I saw the damage, and that is definitely still an option. If I'm going to do that, probably going to weld it, like weld, the corners, and I'll probably go further under on the front and back as well. That is definitely still an option. That might even be what I do after I rebuild the whole thing, just to keep it reinforced. I'm not sure yet. I'm I won't know really till I take the water heater out and look in there and just see how horrible it actually is. All I can see right now is the piece of wood just hanging down from the outside. So yeah, Tyler, dude, I will. And dude, like when I go back to Nebraska, I will definitely hit you up, man. It's been way too long. Maybe we could have a peanut butter whiskey on the driveway or something, dude. It'd be super sweet to catch up. I had plans to hit the East Coast. So right before we broke up, that is actually where we were planning to go, was New York. So after that, everything kind of changed. I still have plans to go east. I'll probably hit up like Kenny of all trades when I go up there. I want to go northeast. I would love to go see that whole entire area. I don't know if that's in the cards this year or not. I've been trying to get out of Utah for so long, guys. So long I've been trying to leave the state of Utah and go north. And like the state is so awesome, and like just so many good things just kept happening, and it just kept reeling me back in. And like I'm super grateful for it. I love everywhere that I've been in this state. But like, yeah, I'll probably try to get a little bit northwest first, unless there's an opportunity out east. And you never know the way that she goes. So yeah, there could be an option up there. There's a couple other YouTubers that I would love to collaborate with up there. Have a couple like little Bigfoot jokes that I even planned for it, dude. I'm looking forward to going east for sure. So V, you made it. Good to see you. Yes. I know that I should play more guitar. Thank you, Ryan. Thanks for watching the content, dude. James, dude, thank you for joining in this. I hope all is well. I've watched a couple of like your stories, and it looks like your travels are just seeing some beautiful places, dude. I'm jealous sometimes. Nevada, Western High Country. Oh, that was. Thank you. That was a horrible road. Yeah, I don't know. That was a horrible judgment on my part. I feel like an idiot, to be honest. It's just because like I walked it twice, and the first time that I walked it, I literally walked and like looked at it and made sure that it was good to go. Obviously, that was a while ago. That was like a month ago that I actually did my first walk up there. So maybe the conditions changed. That does happen on roads all the time, but it just felt like such a rookie move, dude, for someone who's lived in a truck camper like as long as I have, and obviously have gone on as many horrible roads as I have. It just felt just like a super dumb, unnecessary mistake that happened. But unfortunately, I suppose it's the way she goes. Thank you, V. I like the beard too. I will make the bacon extra crispy. I know there was that one time I made like the cheeseburger casserole, and like that was like a huge mess up. I didn't cook the bacon crispy. I've actually started, if you live in a vehicle, this is amazing. This is like a new thing that I've started doing. I've started doing like the pre-cooked bacon. It is just way easier to work with. There's no grease anywhere, dude. It's not more expensive. Actually, most of the time it's less expensive than regular bacon. That doesn't mean that I'm going to use that for like every future recipe, but obviously if it, you know me, if it's easy, I like to go with the easiest thing. So I'm seeing like some messages either retracted or deleted or something. I don't know what that means. I don't know if that's like the settings that I set up doing that, or if you did. So if it was something that like the YouTube settings did, I'm sorry. I This is my first live, and I don't know how to change that, like, while I'm live, or like see what it was. Hi from Utah, Xmas baby. Thank you for making it to my first live stream. Another thing too, I just found this out today while I was driving here to this spot. Announced that I was going to be live. YouTube's been deleting comments of like some subscribers. There's been times where like I go in to like comment back. I try to reply to all the comments, and then I will go back and it's just not there. And I mean, these are like subscribers of mine that you guys comment like every video. We're friends, dude. We've had like heart to hearts on in that chat section. Like, so I don't know what's going on. I just found out today, like another one, like someone was like, hey, did I do something wrong? Cause you never responded to my comment. And I never saw the comment. So if you're wondering, like, if you're commenting and I haven't responded to a comment, dude, shoot me an email, because like, unless the comment is like insulting or inappropriate or something, I respond to every single comment. It might take an extra day sometimes. Usually it doesn't though. I'm pretty on top of that. And so it could be that I just didn't see the comment because YouTube doesn't show it to me for whatever reason. And I mean, I've gone through and like checked the hidden retracted comments that YouTube does on its own, and I still can't find some of them. So I've never heard of Destination Desert, dude. I'm assuming I'm assuming obviously they're like a nomadic channel. Oh, okay. So okay, cool. Oh, it's on slow mode. I think I did that. Yeah, I put a 30-second slow mode on this on purpose because I'm getting older and I'm not the quickest. And this is my first live stream, dude, and I didn't want to like mess it up. Thank you so much for watching from Southern Illinois. I'm glad that you find some of the scenes super funny. Usually if I'm laughing out there alone in the middle of nowhere, I'm assuming you guys find it funny. There's sometimes where I just crack myself up out there. Oh, yeah. You know, dude, I don't know like many of those other truck camper people like at all. I was hoping to go meet them at the truck camper rally. The only three truck camper people that I've ever followed is Kevin Wald. That's my favorite guy. I followed him even like when I lived in a van right before my last van like got destroyed. I love his content. I love what he does. I've also followed Work Less, Enjoy Life More since the very beginning. That dude cracks me up. And then I've followed Kenny of All Trades for like maybe 2 years, and I love his content as well. But those are the only three that like I really know. I don't really know any of the other truck camper people. I would love to meet them. Obviously, I follow Truck House Life, but I don't consider that like a truck camper channel really. But like, yeah, I was gonna go down to the truck camper rally. That didn't really work out. I had quite a big group of people pretty upset with me around the breakup sort of situation, and one of them was going to that truck camper rally, and I did not want to bring any of that drama to that rally at all, and so I just didn't go. It wasn't worth it. Maybe next year for sure. I support all truck camper. Oh, and I think it's a Wild Twan. I've been watching that guy's stuff every once in a while now. He's got a Bigfoot out in Alaska. I love that dude's channel too. He's just in some gorgeous area. So like he gets some super sick shots. I haven't watched as much of him as I would like to, but like his shorts pop up like in my Facebook and Instagram and stuff all the time. I'm so happy you found me too, Big V. I love your comments. They mean so much. Because they're just so heartfelt, dude. They're so specific, and I love that I have someone like a friend now in Australia. I think that's so cool. Uh, and keep me updated on your van build too. And I hope all is well with you. I know that you were working on moving into that. Yeah, I probably will get a small motorcycle, dude, at some point. I actually have a friend, and she's coming out here in, I don't know, a couple weeks, 10 days. I lose track. You guys obviously can tell I'm the type of person that really just sucks at keeping track of days and time and whatever. I know when I have to work, and that's about it. I'm always just out there filming and whatever. But like, um, yeah, we've been shooting the breeze back and forth about bikes. On my van, I used to have like a super old school, like 80s souped up Vespa moped, and I loved that thing. I would definitely like to get a bike. I think that if I did, I would figure out a way to put it on the front of my truck. Um, so yeah, that is definitely in the future. I've looked into e-bikes too, but I think if I could get something that I didn't have to rely on it being charged, that would be super sick. I'm definitely open to that in the future, and have been talking about that with a couple of friends. Yeah, dude, a Honda Grand. I was looking at like because like I love the Trail 90s too, and like they're carbureted, which means that like I could work on them. That's something that's kind of important to me, just because like I don't, dude, the price of mechanics these days and parts, everything is just getting ridiculous. And especially with like, if you've watched the first video that I ever made, I know that a lot of you haven't, but if you have, that's the reason why I switched from a Sprinter van to a Dodge truck, is because every time I've ever had to do anything to this truck, I can just go to the parts store and I can work on it myself. There's millions of videos out there. So I was looking at maybe like a Trail 90, but also like I know when you go with carbureted, especially when you're traveling with it and it's bumping and stuff, then you're running into issues all the time too. Obviously, the last thing I need is something with more issues all the time in my life. Although that's kind of nice, really. You always have something to do. You're never bored. So, but yeah, a Honda Grand would be like, that would be sick. I was also looking at the Honda, like the new Trail. I think they're the 125s. Um, Sorry, I got lost here, guys. I'm scrolling through. Like I said, I'm getting a little old here. Hi, Becky. Thanks for watching from Michigan. Yeah, I'm glad you enjoy me throwing my stuff. I get a kick out of it every time that I do it. A couple of videos ago, I've lost track of time at this point. It doesn't seem like it was that long ago, but I was in this valley called Beef Basin, and the drone footage and the drive was so fun there, dude. But like I had to, all the spots were taken. There was like a Jeep rally going on, and there was like a huge cliff that I parked like in front of instead of, so it was I'm surprised I didn't make the joke, because I made it to myself like, wow, it's super interesting. We are never under a cliff or at the bottom of a cliff on this channel. But like that was the first time I ever like took the stuff out and just like set it down, and I did it because a lot of people give me a hard time for that. I kid you not, it added 7 minutes to the video. So I probably won't be doing that again. It took so much extra time. And it was so boring to edit. I'm just like, cutting each thing, putting it, and I'm just like, it's like, this is not as fun as throwing the stuff. So I have super heavy duty stuff. It's all aluminum and steel. The only thing that wasn't aluminum or steel was that table. And hopefully I can repair that table or rebuild an exact same one when I get to Nebraska as well. My dad is a woodworker and he has like a wood shop. That is definitely something I will do. She's barely hanging on by a thread. I don't know if you've noticed in the videos how I have to really nurse her, and sometimes something falls out and I have to put her back together just to get it to hold like my whiskey glass. Yeah, Honda Grom with some knobbies. That would be pretty perfect. Yeah, my friend, she's been looking at like some of those like super like little mini bikes too. Uh, even like the monkeys, I think she was looking at. I've never ridden like a super mini bike. But yeah, I'd be open to something like that too. Obviously, the lighter the better. It's good to have you here, Deb, Deb and Bunny. Thank you so much for being here. I'm sorry to hear that, Big V. Yeah, I know you talked about it, so that stuff sucks, dude. Breakups suck. Depending on how they go, and this last one did not go very well, and yeah, I feel for you. I'm so sorry that you're going through that. That stuff sucks, and I like 100% feel for you right now. Like I said, I didn't talk to a person for 3 months. I have not hung out with anybody in 3 months up until like a week ago, and it was sweet. Let me tell you, it was so cool to just like go hang out with a friend that like lived in a van and like go explore places with other people again. So it does get better, is what I'm saying. Um, I'm glad that you think the throwing of the stuff is hilarious. Cool. I know that some people hate it, and it's all good. I understand. I also am a huge fan of taking care of my stuff, so I understand how some people have a problem with me just throwing it. Uh, but the stuff is all made out of aluminum and steel. Yeah, I know. I'm cutting back on the dudes a little bit. Oh, yeah, to be able to do both roads and trails would be the way to go. Yeah, I do have a soft spot for that. I found that table for free in Montana when I lived in my second van, and I didn't have a table. So I was like sitting on the bottom of my van every night, like on the step, just eating my meals. Like, I mean, I had a table like in the van, but I was always parked by like a river in Montana, and I just wanted to sit outside and look. And then one day at the campground where like the restaurant I worked at was, I went to take out the trash, and that table was just sitting there by the trash. And I've had that table ever since. And it's such a cool table. It's the perfect size. Like, I have a huge soft spot for that table, and I'm going to rebuild it. Um, and it's held up just fine. I shouldn't have thrown it. The problem was is that cliff was like just pure rock. There was like no sand and stuff. Yeah, fuel injected. I know that's like the way to go. Um, I suppose I'm not a mechanic, dude, so I don't know how much I could like work on something like that. You gotta go. Thank you so much for getting here. I'm gonna probably roll out here in a little bit too. I didn't realize this has gone on like an hour. Thank you guys. Thank you, Lizard King. Dude, you have a blessed night as well. I'm not gonna get rid of the table. Thank you, Deb and Bunny. Yeah, if you guys have any other questions, dude, throw them in right now. Like I said, this worked out pretty well. I'm gonna if I do this again, I'll probably like have like my laptop like next to me and then like stream the video like through my phone in the microphone so that like it looks clearer and like better. I just couldn't figure out how to do that today. So yeah. Dude, that's cool. I was running out of time when I started this live stream because I was about to make a peanut butter whiskey. So I will right after this. But cheers for sure. Like I said in the last video, the one I just put out yesterday, there's only like one dude. That's it. There's not very many. The dude counter looked so bummed in the comments because like it just said dude, there was nothing. So most of the cliff spots that I find are on BLM land. Some of them either BLM or National Forest. There might have been one that was like Utah State Trust land or something, but it's always on public land. Unless I like specifically say that I'm in like a national park or something, it's always been on public land. Plus, like if it was elsewhere, I would have to like I can't fly the drone, so I'll do it. Yeah, I'll definitely do another live, and I will definitely, like I said at the beginning of this, I know a lot of you guys weren't here. I'm gonna do more lives, probably like maybe once every other week or something like that. As I've gotten more of a routine down and have gotten better at like being able to film, especially since not having the drone, like it's gotten a lot quicker to be able to put those videos out. And so I find myself with enough time to like do things like that. It's kind of like the same with like Instagram and Facebook. I didn't do Instagram and Facebook for like pretty much almost the whole first year, dude, that I did this YouTube. I mean, like I had an Instagram and Facebook, but I never updated it and I never did the stories. I was always way too busy filming and editing. So yeah, there will be more lives for sure, and they'll be much better prepared. Like I'll schedule them. I didn't even realize I could schedule them till I like was opening this up today, and I was like, oh, I could have like let people know. Um, so it's a learning curve, but yes, there will be more lives. My favorite whiskeys, um, not really, dude. I quit drinking for like straight up quit drinking for like a super long time while I was like building this truck camper, and I love whiskey. But like no, I really just kind of stick to like the peanut butter whiskey. The peanut butter whiskey that is my favorite is this right here. It's only made in Utah, which is super ironic. But this is my favorite peanut butter whiskey. You can't order it online if you don't live in Utah, but I don't really drink any other types of whiskeys or anything like that. Back when I was like younger and like in a band and toured and like whatever, I drank quite a bit. And so now I try to drink quite a bit less. And when I do drink, it's just peanut butter whiskey. Not that I don't love other whiskeys or anything, but like I just don't want to drink as much as I used to anymore. So thank you. I'm glad that the live was fun. Cool. Thanks, Ezra, for stopping by, dude. I'm glad that you like that hot air balloon video. I have like a full length one coming out here pretty soon. I filmed that whole thing. So that's coming out here pretty soon. That's super weird that you had like I did put out like about an hour before. Maybe it was 2. I did put like a post, but I didn't know I could like schedule a live and like it'll pop up in your notifications. But I know now and I will do better. I do have a wonderful dad, and I hope that he's getting up there in age, and which is fine. I've gotten to the point where I can do quite a bit of things like, but he is the measuring king, and it'll be super nice to just not only see him, but like just I hope to like be able to put him in a couple of my videos. He helped me a ton with my first and second van, and this truck camper. I did most of this truck camper stuff myself, but uh, there was one time with the wiring, dude, where like we did a continuity test, and that was like 3 days straight of working in here with like a space heater in the cold. It was horrible, and my dad helped with all of that, and I wouldn't have the electrical setup working properly the way that I do without him. So I'm stoked. It'll be great to see him, and hopefully I can introduce him to you guys as well. Thank you, Devin Bunny. Yeah, dude, I usually do use like the same cooking music. It was like supposed to be like kind of the cooking theme song. But in the waterfall video that came out like a week ago, I actually didn't. I used an old Humlin song that's like my favorite Humlin song they've ever made. And I thought that really tied the room together actually for that cooking. I took a chance. I was like, let's maybe do something different, but I really liked it. There's even a glitch in that recording, so it like glitches out, and I still like I put the smash of a pan over that glitch, hoping no one would notice, and no one did. Um, I am planning on switching it up a little bit with the music, adding more artists. I am talking to other artists that I'm friends with, and also other artists that I love, and I'm super stoked to be able to like put that in there. Put the type of music that I choose to put in these videos is super important to me, and I'm so stoked that you guys like it. That's all I've heard from everybody, except for when I first started. Everybody's like, the music's way too loud, and it definitely was. But I remember that's how Kevin Wald started too, dude. His first couple of videos, I loved them, but the whole time I was like, gosh, this music's so loud. Like, it's just something every person has to learn when they're trying to edit video. Cheers, Artie. Thanks for being here, man. I would love that. And I will pass through Michigan at some point. When I do, I'll definitely hit you up and we can have some whiskey. Yeah, dude, like the less alcohol, the better. I have said this in a video before. I went probably a little bit over a year and a half where I like literally drank not one thing. I was too busy like saving money to build and finish this truck camper. I had lost my van. I was way too focused to do anything like that. I never even hung out with anybody and whatever. But what I did do is I hit the gym every day, worked on the truck camper, did DoorDash, and I ate steak and eggs every day. And I did not drink for a year and a half. It was over a year and a half. I don't know. I lost track, but like I've never felt better in my entire life. And I've never felt like more clear vision, like clear, like in the head, like just mentally ready for anything. So good for you. Yeah. Yeah. I love bourbon, dude. I love bourbon as well. I just don't drink as much as like yeah, I used to. Uh, in the last couple months, I've probably drank more than I have in the last 2 or 3 years. And that was just obviously making more videos. Obviously, there was a breakup, just things like that. But like, yeah, I try not to drink as much as I used to. Like at all, I try to drink a lot less. I was in a band in Lincoln. I was actually in a band with the guitar player from Gates. His name is Ethan. He's also the guitar player from Humland, and I use those bands in my videos. And the name, so there were three of us like in this band from Lincoln, Nebraska, and Ethan was one of them, and he's Gates and Humland. Our band was called Keller Hamilton, and that was in Lincoln, Nebraska. And I was like the singer, guitar player. But we also, me and the drummer of that band started another band out in Arizona because I left Nebraska and lived in Arizona for a while, and that band was called Telespeak, like Telecaster, so Tele Speak, and I'm pretty sure that's like on SoundCloud somewhere for free. You just have to type it in. We only made like one EP. It didn't last that long, but thank you, Out of Bounds. I really appreciate you watching, dude. Thanks for the kind words, dude. And I'll see you in the next one. Thank you for stopping by. Yeah, wild turkey. I never really got down with the wild turkey. If it comes to like whiskey, I'm more of like, yeah, I don't know. I suppose I was always poor too, but like I like the Evan Williams, like the super nice black label stuff, not like the regular. Um, what's up, Sam? Dude, you made it. Thanks for stopping by, man. Thank you, Craig. If you're traveling, safe travels to you as well, dude. The inspiration for the recipes changes every single week. Sometimes I find something online. Sometimes I'm trying to think of a new skillet. I got a new sweet skillet coming out in a couple videos from now that I just filmed the other day. Very creative, and I tested it like 5 days in a row and like changed it and perfected it. I'm super stoked about it. All right, guys. You live in the dude, the high desert in Nevada though, like I lived in Nevada for 1 year. It's like right before I like lost everything. And to cope with that stressful time, I would just go drive, which is kind of stupid, really. Just go waste gas, I suppose. But I would drive aimlessly through the state of Nevada. And that is like one of the most underrated states, in my opinion. Beautiful. I cannot wait to go back up there and like actually explore now that like I live in like a rig. That I would love to spend like a couple months up there just bouncing around. Definitely so much up there to see, and so much up there that I've definitely not seen. So yeah, dude, there is some merch. I got like a super cool looking, I don't know. Yeah, maybe I'll leave you guys with this. Let me see if I can find it. I have merch. That's what I was gonna see if I could show you. I can't find it. Anyway, I have one that says like way she goes or something, and I've got one that's, I think it says keep on living that dream, and it's like a drawing of like the truck camper, but I made it look where it's like good enough for like all types of truck camper people. It doesn't have to be like me, living like my truck camper, Um, yeah, that's in the works. I've already got it like thrown on to the shirts and stuff. I have not taken the time to even like put it up there, dude. I'm pretty sure I could probably just drag and drop it. So yeah, that is coming here pretty soon. All right, guys. Yeah, dude, merch would be super sweet. And the cookbook, yeah, the cookbook would be sweet too. I was thinking if I do a cookbook, maybe a skillet cookbook for sure. So all right, guys, thanks for coming along for my first live stream. Like I said, I'll do this more often for sure. It's been a blast. Thanks for hanging out with me. I love all your comments. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out with me. I think I already said I have spent quite a bit of time alone, so it's cool to hang out with you guys as well. And I suppose on that note, keep on living that dream. And I'll see you guys in the next one.